Hi Lisa, thank you so much for your donation. It's highly appreciated. So let's see. So I'm aware of this black stuff. It's been like this for a while. Okay, so but hopefully within some seconds it should clear off. Okay, I think it's coming from the app. So let me just read your messages first, and then we'll proceed. So he said, I saw Catch tonight. Fine, that's good. We had a good time going to eat and drinks. Interesting. And then I left after we drank at house. It was nothing sexual at all, but he did call me asking why I left when he wants when he went to use his restroom. Why did you leave when he went to use his restroom? You didn't tell him before you left? Okay. So I literally told him maybe we should just be friends. Really. Because we don't communicate well. I don't know what came over me, but I feel I needed to stop playing games and just say I didn't want to play. I'm crazy. He said he knows he should have stepped up to the plate and he's sorry and he wanted to ask me for dinner tomorrow, but he definitely does not want to be friends again. Oh my god. Because he likes me, okay? I basically felt like we should take some space because he and I don't communicate well enough. He called me and I didn't answer. Maybe he doesn't know how to communicate and you may want to help him, like you may want to teach him how to communicate, okay? A little bit of patience. He has already admitted he likes you and he doesn't want to be friends anymore. So what do you want? See, what you're complaining about, I think the first step is him admitting that he already likes you and he doesn't want to be friends anymore, right? So, how does how's he feeling? Okay, I wanted to escape because we were getting drunk and I thought, yes, my oh my god. Okay, I think you should maybe call him back. You're not supposed to live like that, anyways, but everything is coming together just like you wanted to. So, okay. So, communication will come, don't worry. It will come gradually, all right? And I also feel like you should manifest it as well. I feel overwhelmed. Yeah, you should. Um, okay, maybe you should message him, send him a message, tell him, apologize and say, okay, I hear you. I would call you back later. I just feel like I need to take some air. I just need a little bit of time and I'll reach out to you, something like that, okay? Oh, now I see the reason. Okay. So, um, that can be fixed as well. All right, that can be fixed. You can actually gently, you know, let him know later that, especially after telling you, he doesn't want to be friends, especially after asking you out, okay? You can then tell him, okay, I accept, but you do know that if we are in a relationship, you should not talk about your ex anymore, something like that, okay? So let's see. He brought up his ex that she was worried about him when he would walk home from the bar. I was like, oh my god, that's not nice. So how is he feeling about you right now? How is he feeling about you right now? Sorry for the background noise. I think someone is using the blender. All right, you have the Eight of Cups, that's you. Eight of Cups, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, that's you, and Ten of Wands, that's you. You have the Knight of Swords, that's him, and you have the Eight of Swords, that's him. Okay. And then you have Three of Swords under the deck. First of all, it didn't like, I think it's mad sad, okay? Because first of all, he didn't like the fact that you left without telling him. He wasn't really happy about that. He's mad and heartbroken, alright? That, you left, and all the things you're telling him, he's not liking them at all. And, he has he's thinking about you. Okay, he's thinking about you, a little mad that you left without, telling him, without ending, this date properly. And he's definitely not happy about it, okay? He's like, he feels disappointed. Honestly, he does. So So basically, I feel like, overall, he's feeling like, a little bit mad and confused, okay? Also wounded by, he feels you're giving mixed signals, okay? And you saying that you just want to be friends also made him feel rejected and uncertain, especially when you left without any explanation. All right, so he's beginning to perceive your behavior as hot and cold, which is not a good thing. All right, so it makes him feels both drawn to you and he feels both guarded, both drawn to you and guarded towards you as well. Okay. Now it just feels like he doesn't know where he stands, basically, with you. But then I feel like he's still going to express more later. I still feeling like he's going to be, express more, but is now feeling emotionally cautious. So I don't think you should. I know how you feel as well. You feel burdened. I know. Maybe some certain things, the way he acts, some certain things about the way he acts make you feel burdened about everything. But you have to be careful as to not give mixed signals when he's trying to tell you about his feelings. Okay, you have to associate him telling you about his feelings with stability so that it doesn't pull back more, if that makes sense. Okay. So if it bothers you so much about him talking about his ex all the time, all right, especially now that you guys have established the fact that this is not just friendship, okay, anymore, you need to let him, know that you don't like him mentioning his ex all the time. Okay, so how you're going to initiate this conversation is when you guys are in a happy place. Okay, maybe when you guys are having a good time, you may want to stylishly tell him, oh, hey, there's something I want to talk to you about, and then he will listen, right? You will not ask him, you told me you like me, right? What if I keep bringing up my ex from the past? I keep telling you every day about my ex. How would you feel? Let him tell you how he's going to feel. Hi Lala, how are you doing? Let him tell you how he's going to feel, and then most probably will tell you he's not going to like it. He will feel bad about everything, and then you will tell him that is how I feel when you talk about your ex. Okay, because this is not just friendship, if that makes sense. So that will help him to understand that he's not, you are not liking that behavior, and he's going to change it. Okay, I was actually sorry about that. Okay, what I didn't tell you was before he admitted how much he liked me, my friend Trisha and I got drinks together and we ended up at his house. Then I felt drunk and she and him cuddled. What the fuck? I'm sorry about that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's not okay. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So let me tell you something. Um, okay. He didn't see it as anything, okay? He didn't see it as anything, but your friend is in love with him. Okay? Just so you know. And I'm not trying to say this just to put a wedge, to put a wedge between you guys, but it's what it is. Alright? It is what it is. Sorry I'm laughing about this. It's not cool. Honestly, it's not. But you know what? He didn't feel anything about it. So he's not thinking about something else, okay? But she's thinking about something else. Okay? It must be hot. Sorry about that. I was outraged and I still bring this up. And then he accidentally told me to get over it. That's another, part of him. Sometimes he doesn't know how to react to issues. So I hung up on him, and that's when he called me back, and I just have been ignoring him. This live stream is only donation. If you want a free reading, you can come back on Saturday or Sunday. I usually do free readings by the weekends. I know she likes him and she asked him to help her with her flat tire recently and it's fine. I laughed about it all the time. I laughed about it all the time, how obvious, okay? You can come back during the weekend, okay? Future actions regarding the situation, okay? Future actions. Is actions, right? Thank you, Lala. You'll be next. Lisa, let me ask you one question. Let me just ask you one question. What do you want? I've told you before that. I have actually told you before that is kind of like a potential, right? But it's going to take a little bit of time to get him to that point, right? I also told you that, I mean, he's not dating anyone, so he's actually like, you know, he's good that he's not dating anyone. He has nothing actually bothering him, apart from the ex energy. So I had already told you that you can actually manifest him to be whatever you want. That is just the truth, because deep in there, it's not like you're actually, holding him against his will, but he already likes you and he already think about marriage, okay? He has already fantasized about you in marriage, in serious relationships. So you can actually manifest it. You can actually manifest that. And I believe that, the moon ritual was working perfectly for you, okay? And I've told you before that you have to be consistent with doing that moon ritual between 6 months to 1 year. I am talking from experience. I have used it to manifest marriage. So it's not, I have used it to manifest money. I have used it to manifest car. I have used it to manifest marriage. I have used it to manifest relationships for people. Okay, so it's very powerful. Is very powerful. Okay, so you don't have any problem. Okay, it's just timing. The thing that hurts me most is that he brings his ex up like she cares about him. Cash is a gentle soul, and I feel bad he doesn't understand the person she is. Okay, I want him to be my life partner. So let me tell you something. So there are two things you can do. Like I said before, you can actually playfully bring up the the issue when you guys are actually together and you're having a good time, right? you can just bring up the issue playfully, but you take it seriously. Okay, that is, an option. The other option is you can just manifest her out. It's very possible. You can use one of your moon rituals to manifest her out of the, you know, it's called a healing ritual. When somebody cannot move on from the ex, you can do a healing ritual on them and they'll move on. Do you understand? So it's not a very big issue, anyways. I feel like he does it unconsciously. All right, but yeah, I can see some sincerity in him. So let's look at your second question for future actions regarding situations. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck. I'm going to use this deck. Okay, and maybe I'm going to use. I'm not sure about this card. All right, but this card says what's the tea. So let's see what comes out for this deck. Okay. So, regarding this situation, I also want you to think positively, okay? It's difficult though, but to think positively because, you have the right scenario, okay? So, you can actually manifest what you want, and he's a great guy. He has fault, yes, but he's a great guy. Like, overall, he's a great guy, okay? So, let's see. I love the oracles, okay. So the first card is hurting, so definitely it feels very bad. It feels really, really bad about everything. All right. And I feel like moving forward is going to be watching you, even spying on your socials if he has access to it, okay. Maybe he might follow you with a what's it called, a burner account. Okay. All right, it feels like you're blowing him off. Oh, two card came out. You have what's this? Legal matters. All right, this is the justice card. Okay, and then you have queen B. All right, this is like the queen of swords energy. Secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused, what have you. All right, so he's seeing you as a very intriguing woman, okay. This actually makes him feel attracted more, okay. So I feel like he's going to want to tell you again how much he feels, okay. He's going to open up again, all right, because he feels pulled towards doing the right thing, okay. But just know that right now, or even like a few days after now, he's still going to be sad about everything, okay. So I feel he's very sad, heartbroken over the way you actually act, all right, which personally I feel like it's not that great for like a stable relationship, okay. Because personally I feel like if you have I understand you anyways because I mean people are different, okay? People are different. You may not be the type of person who actually like confrontation, all right? But you mustn't confront. You can just, politely say things, but not everybody can actually politely say things when they are angry, okay? So I understand the fact that your once your behavior running away from there, maybe so that you don't mess up things, okay? But he actually felt very sad about it, okay? So he believes you're giving him the cold shoulder. Oh, you guys are friends on social media. Interesting. So I see him stalking your social media account, watching you from there, watching you closely. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Shit. Okay. Um. Okay. This is last straw, and this is salty. Do you see the fuck you hand? All right. So when somebody when they call somebody a sore loser, like maybe you're playing a game with somebody and the person and you won, right? And then the person start acting, you know, the person start acting, you know, salty, or the person starts giving you this, maybe the person starts shading you basically. I feel like that's the energy. I don't know if it's going to show this outwardly, but um you'll feel salty about it. You'll try to act like, oh, it doesn't really matter, but inside is actually dying inside. You have limitations, breaking point, overwhelmed, and you have salty card, feeling wronged, bitter, and dramatic jealousy. All right, so yeah, you know how somebody who is angry with you or offended over something that you did act, okay? He may even say comment online that may be directed to you if he's that open, okay? But all those doesn't really mean anything, basically. Um, so I hope you rectify this, okay? Um, I hope you send him a message and tell him, you know, just apologize for that and tell him you get back to him when you are disposed, okay? So that he doesn't get the wrong idea. And you can bring up all those things that you don't like about what he does, basically, okay? As for that jealousy stuff, do not bring it up. I don't feel like you should bring it up, but you can bring up the ex, okay? Because the truth is, when he had, he hugged her, he had nothing in mind. He doesn't really feel like, he's a guy. Guys don't really like read all those things sometimes to be anything, but I feel like gradually it will learn to respect you, okay? But just make sure that if you're interested in him, just make sure that you rectify this in the shortest possible time, okay? All right. When he brought up his ex, that was the last straw. I ran. I ran away from him and cried oh my god, sorry about that. He called me and I felt so happy he was calling to ask where I went. Like, yeah, he cares. Yeah, he does care. And the truth is, it takes him a lot to actually open up. So this is actually a big deal for him. All right. But that doesn't excuse his behavior, which I feel like you should bring up when the time is right. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes relationships can be like that sometimes. But you just have to teach the person to respect you, okay? You can tell him the reason why you left. So when you meet him again, you can tell him the reason why you left and how you felt overwhelmed, okay, and not happy about him bringing her up all the time, and that's why you left that way. All right, so that puts the responsibility back at, like, you push the responsibility back to him, okay, and you start thinking about that behavior. So yeah, let him know. Okay, I will ask my other question in the next live. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your donation. It's highly appreciated, and I wish you all the best. If you're interested in the next full moon ritual, let me know. Please let me know on time, 2 weeks before. Okay. I think the moon is at 0% now. So by tomorrow or next, we're going to enter into it's already new moon, even at 0%. So in the next 2 weeks or 14 days, thereabout. Oh, it's already in the next 2 weeks is the full moon. The next full moon, okay? So yeah. That's it. I'm glad it happens, to be honest, okay? I will ask my okay, alright, no problem. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your donation. It's highly appreciated. All right. Lala, thank you so much for your donation. Are you here? So I'm going to take you now. Okay. Yes, I'm here. How many I get from my donation? Okay, you actually donated for, let me see. Um, so this what you donated for is either a general in-depth or a you versus them love reading, okay? And the cards are 20 cards. So it depends on what you want. Is it a general reading you want, or a you versus them love reading? Wow, sorry about that. Can my ex come back? I want to know with time. He left me before 7. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But unfortunately, I'm not reading for free today. I'm doing only donations today. But I'm really sorry about your experience. I mean, how many? One question, okay, but um, one question, 20 cards. So under that question, you can ask other, you know, regarding that situation, you can also ask other questions regarding that particular situation you've asked about, if that makes sense. Love reading, please. Gideon and I are in limbo, and I'm taking it 1 week at a time as I decided on what's next for me and regarding our relationship. Um, okay. So you versus them, love reading. Um, yeah, I'm decided to take 1 week at a time as I decide on what next for me in this relationship. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on between you guys right now. What is going on between what is going on between Lala and Gideon right now? Okay, this came out on like reversed. What is going on between some of these cards are usually like intuition cards, okay? So it's just for channeling messages. All right. Was there someone in his life before, like a third party? So this card says fake pregnancy, fake news, all right, fake news energy came out on like in the reverse, and you have love child, um, upright, and then you have this card that looks like Ace of Cups, feelings. So this is a feelings energy and came out in the uprights, okay? But I feel like there may be some, from what I'm seeing, it looks like there's like some interference here to your connection. All right, not that your connection is not real, because there are obviously feelings here, but this just tells me that there may be some interference from someone from the past. It doesn't really look like there's something going on here. Okay, so where does it stand in this connection with you? Where does it stand in this connection with you? Interesting. Tell me more about where it stands, where Gideon stands in this connection with Lala. Okay. What are his intentions here, please? Tell me about the fake busy. Where do you stand? Oh, okay. Memories came out in the reverse. What are your feelings towards him? What are his own feelings towards you? Tell me more about Gideon's feelings towards Lala. All right. Yes, he's never been forthcoming about the situation. All right, yes, he's been hiding things from you, okay? Because I mean, I do see this energy here, lost child. Well, it doesn't really mean that I may have a child with someone else, right? But this just tells me that there is a third party situation, all right? But then your love and your current connection between you and him is feelings, meaning that there are, feelings from your end, from his end as well. All right. Where it stands in this connection with you, you have sex addiction, and then you have cycle. All right. So this is the obsessed card. All right. Crazy ex. So crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. So this card is a double energy. So let me tell you why I said it's a double energy. So he is actually obsessed with you and your body. Okay, maybe he likes the intimacy. If you guys have had like intimacy before, right? So he's actually attracted to your body, how it feels when you guys do it, right? But apart from that, his ex is still looking around as well, and that is why I sense the interference here. His ex is looking around. Okay, so he still has some connection to his ex. All right, what's the connection between Gideon and his ex? Okay, all right. So you have the Four of Cups came out in the reverse. Okay, how does Gideon feel about this ex person? Okay, all right. How he feels about this ex person? You have the Chariots, Judgment, and Seven of Swords. He's still like secretive towards her. I don't feel like there's a relationship here, but I feel like the ex person is also holding on to him. Okay, so the ex person may hold on to him energetically. All right, so this may be the ex person in the Four of Cups energy. Reversed. This is somebody who might feel like she's been betrayed, or somebody who might feel like you know um something he did to her that was not right, and the fact that she's still waiting on his energy. All right, so I feel like she's still waiting on him, all right, and holding on to him in whatever way, shape, or form. Okay, this fell out. I don't know what's, I didn't ask any questions, so I'm going to put it back in and ask about his intentions towards you. All right, so what is Gideon's intentions towards you, Allah? So when it comes to interesting, so in his intentions towards you, you have the Hermit card, and then you have the Queen of Wands. All right, so you have this card, fake busy, and then you have bad news. All right, so there is still some kind of connection between him and the ex, even though he broke up the relationship, but he didn't, maybe ghosted her or something like that. It really did not like break up, smoothly with her. Maybe still giving her hope that there is something between them. And yes, I feel like he ghosted her, right? So she's still holding on to him. There is still the feeling of, oh, maybe she believes that they will still come back together. All right. Intentions towards you, he's not intending to tell you anything about the ex. Okay, and with the Seven of Swords, he's not going to tell you. He's just going to keep it to himself, and whatever energy that comes out from there, he's not going to tell you about it. Okay. Bad news is keeping this energy away from you. Fake busy, he may be avoiding you sometimes, or avoiding the connection. Sorry, he may be avoiding you sometimes, or avoiding the discussion. All right, avoiding telling you, like lying by omission. Okay, not telling you anything about it all the same, while this pulls on him. Okay, so I also am sensing that sometimes she may call him, or she may try to talk to him as well. Okay, so you may be giving someone the impression that they are still in a relationship, but ghosting the person. Okay. How does it feel about you? How does it feel about you? You have reckless love, and then sex. You obviously like the sex. And then you have secrets. Okay, so this is your greatest clarification of him keeping secrets away from you. Okay, so let's see How does it feel about you? How does vision feel about that? Yeah, you have the Four of Pentacles holding back, all right, holding back, maybe truth, and then you have Ace of Wands. The same thing the other card says, okay? It loves the sex. It does love the sex, and that's one of the. I'll tell you for free, as a fact, that that's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to end this with you. He enjoys whatever peace, love, attention, and your body, okay? Whatever he's getting from you, he enjoys it so much and he doesn't want it to end, okay? Do you like me going deeper into this connection, into this reading? Do you really want me to go deeper, to tell you the ugly truth in this situation? I see the magician came out again. All right. Because I have something here to say. My question is, do you want to hear it or not? All right. So I asked, although I did not ask out, I asked if he wants to really take this connection into marriage, okay? Because the reason why I asked that question is because there is too much energy here about sex, him liking your body, him liking the sex, but I am not seeing actual depths, okay, in his energy. This is why I asked if he wants to take the relationship into marriage, and this is what came out. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Now the Nine of Pentacles is a very good energy when you're talking about money, stability, what have you. But when it comes to relationship, the Nine of Pentacles is actually not a very good card, okay? Nine of Pentacles is somebody who kind of give energy to themselves. The Nine of Pentacles talks about somebody who is not worried about being in a relationship, okay? So Nine of Pentacles is also somebody who wants to be single, all right? So he is not looking into marriage right now, whether with you or with anybody else. It has nothing to do with you. It's just the energy of him not wanting to be in a relationship, okay? You have the Empress. If a man pulls this energy, it means he is actually not giving that much. He's actually like pull back, all right? The Empress energy. The Empress, if you watch the movie of an emperor and an empress, the empress is the one that sits back, the woman, the feminine energy that sits back and allow the masculine energy to come towards her, okay? If a man is in this energy, it's not a good thing. But this also means that he recognize, you know, what you carry, your essence, okay? The fact that you are abundant, the fact that you are actually the real deal, okay? The fact that you are that woman that a man should have in their life for peace, for stability, and for whatever the man needs, basically. Okay? Is the one who brought up marriage. Hold on, I'm coming to that, okay? Now, the Ace of Swords. I don't want to talk about this too much, but you might want to consider reevaluating him and this relationship, to be honest. Except maybe you don't care. Except you don't care and you just want to have him around, then that's fine. But if you're looking for something serious, something deep, okay, he might not be the one to actually give it to you, at least for now. Now, coming to the fact that he told you about marriage, let me just pull one more card here. Okay, it's not like he doesn't love you, okay? I'll tell you, he loves you, all right? But you have the magician. Some of his words may not be, correct, okay? It may be just, to manipulate situations, okay? I feel like he's manipulating situations, and I also feel like he does get worried about, when it comes to your relationship, how he's going to handle it, how, like, what will become of the relationship, what should he do. Okay, he does feel, stressed about it. It could also be you feeling stressed about the situation, since you're not getting completely what you want from entirely what you want from this. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups. So this means that yes, he does have feelings for you, but he's not actually stepping up to the plate right now. Okay, so um I mean, there is this feeling of, confusion, basically stress. Yes, love is not enough. What are Gideon's intentions towards Laura? All right, and is he planning marriage with her, or at least maybe committing to the relationship with her? All right. Um, So the answer is no. He's not planning any commitment right now. Okay, his intentions towards you. You pull this card, spiritual attack. It means that there are third parties under the scene, also trying to, use him against you, or make him confused and attack the relationship between you guys. Okay, so that is a part of it, but his energy is also not in alignment with commitment with you. So when I asked if he wants to commit, this is the second card that came out. You have, it's called Inferno. Okay, chaos, everything crumbling, job loss. So this is kind of like the Tower moment. Okay, so his energy is not aligning with commitment with you right now. Instead, it is aligning with chaos. Okay, maybe this is what is controlling his energy right now, but I feel like he's bringing you kind of some kind of disruptions instead of, healings, basically. Okay, so he's not planning to, be committed to this connection between you guys right now. His next action towards you and the relationship. Yes, his community keeps telling him he has to have money, which is why God won't give it to him. Very much greed attached. That is cool. That's not enough for me. I come out as the Queen of Pentacles for a reason. Yeah. All right. Um, what is his next action towards you? What's his next action towards you? All right, so I just pulled cards for the next 6 months of what's going to his next action going to be towards you. And the first card is the Knight of Pentacles. Second card is the Page of Pentacles for the second month. Third month, Four of Wands. Fifth month, third, fourth month, you have the Six of Cups. And fifth month, you have the Two of Pentacles. And sixth month, you have the Moon. All right, so it's going to be up and down, mixed. All right now it's going to be giving you the barest minimum energy. All right, for the next 1 month is stagnation. The relationship looks very stagnated. Second month is going to give you a little, not much, with the Page of Coins. And the fourth and the fifth month is going the third and fourth month is going to come back like he's serious. Like, when he's serious and when he's committed to a relationship, how he acts. Okay, so a kind of reconciliation happening here, close feeling, communication, and you will feel like he's coming back again. But then the fifth month, it will start juggling with the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like he's going to be hiding something from you, meaning a relationship is going to surface, maybe the one from the past, what have you, but it's definitely something that is going to be hiding from you. Okay, so that is why I said before that you may want to reevaluate your decision when it comes to this relationship, because I feel like it's kind of, when you're vibrating high and somebody is vibrating low, and you come across that person and you deal with that person for a long time, that person is going to try unconsciously try to reduce your vibration by bringing your vibration down. So it's like he is he is kind of dragging you behind a little bit with his energy, which it's not settled basically. Okay, so that is what I see for you guys reading. Okay, what is so I'm just going to ask one more question. What is blocking this connection? What is blocking this connection? Ace of Cups. Oh, and then look at you. You came out as the Queen of Pentacles on that deck. All right. Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, Page of Wands. What is blocking this connection? Immaturity and misalignment is what I see here. Okay, so misalignment, not having the same goals. I don't feel like you guys have the same goals. And him always bringing the barest minimum is not okay. Okay, so it's coming up as a Page of Wands here. This is the card of immaturity when it comes to this question. Okay, so I feel like, look at you. You are the Queen of Pentacles. He's bringing the Page energy. You're bringing Queen energy. You're bringing Empress energy. That will not do. Okay, it's like you are trying to make up for his lacks. Okay, so you know, I just feel like you need to reevaluate your decisions in this connection, if that makes sense. So that is what I see for you. I hope this helps. Not what you want to hear though, but I mean it's the truth, okay? So and I know it's difficult to receive. Okay. I know he's confused because, so let me tell you something, right? Does he have a job? Okay, does he have a job? He has to decide to invest this. I know he's confused because I'm not paying him mind. He thought I was attached to him. I got a trickster treat for him. So, does he have a job? Does he have a job? Because, okay, he does. He does have a job. All right. Um, well, it depends on your own take on the situation, right? I feel like personally, I feel like your relationship with him is kind of affected by a lot of factors, and some of these factors are very serious. Okay, especially when it comes to the spiritual factors. Okay, you have to understand that if you want to be with him, you have to fight spiritually to be with him. It means that you have to protect the relationship, you have to remove energies from the relationship, you have to actually guide him towards that path, okay? Where you want him to be, basically. So it's constant manifestation. If you choose to be with him, you have to constantly manifest, okay? And for me, I feel like you may want to look into the outcome of your manifestation and you know outcome basically before you start manifesting this, if this is really the right thing for you to do, if that makes sense. Okay, but one thing is certain: if you choose to be in this relationship, you will have to spiritually fight a lot, because there are a lot of people actually projecting spiritually into this connection. Okay, it makes the same money, it's just immature, I know that. I don't mind the spiritual fight. My problem is the only one is, well, personally, I really do not, it depends, but I really do not see somebody in tied to another. Sorry, it's funny, but I've come to understand that um people's paths are different. Okay, somebody might be in a relationship with somebody that they are not fated to be with, or they are not aligned. Okay, so I really do not see it as anything if a guy is actually with someone, dating someone, or the relationship is almost ended. Okay, that doesn't mean that is destiny relationship. Okay, if it's a marriage is a different thing, but if the guy is not married, and there is no obvious relationship, even if there's even an obvious relationship, to me I don't really see it as anything. As long as the person is not married, okay, you can actually walk, and the person loves you, then you can actually, to me, you can actually manifest all those energies out. That's how I feel about relationships, okay? Because spiritually, I have come to realize that some people can be in a relationship with somebody they're not even meant to be with in the first place. Okay, so if you feel like you guys are meant to be together and spiritually it's ordained, you can actually manifest all those energies out. That's my own take on it. Okay, so um for now, I don't feel like you're the only woman in his life for now. I feel like there is somebody he's ghosting, and he has not come out to tell the person that is ending the relationship. Okay, yeah, I just feel like he's ghosting this person. Maybe sometimes he talks to the person, but most of the time he ghosts them. I don't feel you're supposed to, but he needs to choose. Yeah, he does need to choose. So that's another part of the energy as well. Him not being decisive is actually a problem. Okay. So yeah. You can pray about it though. You can pray about it. But one thing about praying about it, spirits are very funny. Spirits are really very funny. Okay. So if you pray about it and maybe your forces are not liking his energy around you, they can decide to put it to rest. That's one thing about spirits. So, that's the downside, okay, about praying about it, basically. Yes, you can. Definitely. Okay. Thank you so much for your donation, Lala. Can I donate again so we can ask if he has actually ended with the ex? Like, is it she won't accept it or he didn't tell her? Okay. Okay. There's the ex. Okay. There's the ex, but what I'm most worried about is his unhealthy attachment to his sister and her controlling him. That's more concerning long term. I deserve a man who wants to be a partner. Now, what do you want us to ask about the ex or about the sister? Are we asking about ex or sister? So I guess my first question is, did he break off with the ex? How many questions are you asking for this donation? Although let me see, you did, you donated under Indepth General, but 20 cards anyways, but how many questions are you going for this? Just that one, but you know how you act as you go along. Alright. Okay. So let's get to that question. Alright. Did Gideon break up with his ex? Did he break up with his ex? Look at this. So there are two cards indicating that, from this deck. Okay, so you have, did he break up with his ex? You have the liar energy, and then this says be careful of someone sneaky, and then you have this card, no. Okay, so you have, it's not the right time. Okay, so this is a no card anyways, but let's see the tarot. Did he break up with his ex? Did he don't break up with his ex? You have judgments. You have Eight of Cups. Tell me about the judgments. Tell me about the judgments. The Fool card. So no, it didn't break up with the ex, but he walked away. Okay, so you have you have a lot of things that indicated that he walked away. Okay, you have Six of Swords, you have Judgment, meaning that the universe, this relationship was meant to end. Okay, it was meant to end, but you didn't do it properly. You have Eight of Cups, and then you have the Fool card. It means that he wasn't really taking it seriously, right? The Fool card is like, let's see how it goes. And then you have communicate. So I suspect that, there is still some form of communication. But let's ask the tarot card, all right? Is it still communicating with the ex? Yes. All right. So you have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like there is still some communication, ghosting and communication here and there. Okay. So how does the ex feel about him? So the ex is still thinking that there is still a relationship between them, although sometimes they do not talk. With the Four of Swords and Ten of Pentacles, she still feels like they are going to get married, okay, or is going to come around, right? So the ex still feels like he is in love with them. Basically, that means he did not verbally tell the ex that he is done with this connection. He's just using, ghosting energy on the ex, if that makes sense. Hello to you too. How are you doing? So I sense, calls, text messages, occasional. The calls are not, the calls are occasionally, not something that is frequent. Okay, so how does Gideon feel about this relationship though? How does he feel about this relationship? All right. So he's not coming clean. I'm telling you. So how does it feel? You have the nine of swords. You have the seven of swords. You have the four of pentacles. Doesn't want it anymore, but does not he doesn't want it anymore, but he's not telling her. He's trying to sneak around it, okay, and holding back. And then he gets worried about how he's going to handle the situation. Just that one, but you know how you ask as you okay. Does he know this? Does he know she's still waiting for him? Alright. Well, I feel he knows anyways. But is he aware that the ex waits for him? Two of Pentacles. Yes, he's aware. Alright. But he chooses to play around it. He's not taking it seriously. Alright. Yeah. And then Ten of Cups. So definitely he must have promised this ex something tangible. They must have had something tangible in the past. Show me their relationship from the past. Show me their relationship, Gideon and the ex-girlfriend's relationship from the past. So, relationship from the past, you have Ace of Wands, you have Six of Wands, okay? So, maybe before he traveled, he had this relationship before, I don't know when he came to the US, whatever, but he moved on, basically. So, this relationship was really strong. There was a time where they had back and forth communication, regular communication, and either him or the ex felt, like they won a jackpot, basically, okay? Like they felt proud of the relationship. So, this relationship was very strong in the past, right? But he knows that the ex still waits for him, but he's not taking this seriously, okay? Yeah, let's say. Yes, he told me about her. They were together in college. She cheated. That's why he won't say it or give her satisfaction. I get it. Doesn't make it right. But he told me this. Okay. Okay. But he hasn't ended the connection. All right. For some reason he doesn't want to. For some reason he doesn't want to come out straight and tell her that this is over. But in his mind, he doesn't really want it. But he's not coming clean. That's the only thing I see here. It's not confrontational any mature. Anyways, this is why. All right, so this is story about him not you know whether or not he has broken up with her, and you know why is he not telling her about this breakup? Why is he not coming clean? I feel like it's because they've known each other for a very long time. Okay, he cannot just bring himself to say it. You have the Six of Cups and then you have the Knight of Wands, right? He may not want to. He doesn't want to be the person who says, "I'm breaking up with you," and breaking her heart, basically. So it just feels like leaving through the back door is the better route. Maybe she will eventually understand, but it's not happening. So yeah, it's because they've known each other for a very long time. The connection was deeper before now. Okay. Well, that's the truth. That's the truth. You remember the other reading where, I pulled up the Nine of Pentacles, right? When I told you that he prefers to be single. Okay. So yeah, he's not ready. If he's ready, he will make a decision. I have my answer. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm happy this gave you clarity. Okay. Don't worry. If it doesn't work out between you guys, someone else will come around. That's just the truth. Okay. So don't be too sad about it. And thank you so much for your donation. Um, it's highly appreciated, Lala, and I wish you a fulfilled day. Don't worry, I already started the process, okay, of grieving this situation with you there. Bye bye. All right. Bye. Lala, thank you for your donation. Hmm?